with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Indianapolis Colts.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for you.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. To throw his car. Trying to get it to Woods, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give them this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Colts first down.
Down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and 8. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The field goal.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This will make it into the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Going to give it to Jacobs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. From the 38, Carr. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will make it into the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25.
5-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
on 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Rivers took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's got his man Hilton. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 70 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Over the middle, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Midfield, here's Carr. Aguilar has it. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard.
17-0 our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Colts
trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Carr. This pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
4-yard line.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
He was brought down.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
First down, Colts.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Rivers. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Rivers on 1st down. Campbell making the catch. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Rivers. And it'll be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And nothing but daylight ahead. Pass
Greatest show on earth, baby.
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Colts 17, Raiders 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Rivers. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Rivers. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to to get it up past the 45. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
First down, Rivers. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of time...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Two veterans, Phillip Rivers fighting T.Y. Hilton. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indiana.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He's got him in, complete. The try. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 83 yards, and the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left, so not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers. Complete to Hilton. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Hines. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. His throw caught at about the 5. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Rivers. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. is going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Third quarter starts with a run by Mack. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Rivers hands this one to Matt. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Rivers. Catch made here by Campbell. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, 35 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just going to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. They had to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Carr. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, 75 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Carr to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because in the back of the end zone, never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Corey Littleton. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Fighting Hilton on the slant. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
The punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Carr now on 1st down. Interception. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he'll bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD.
That was an nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And the lead will grow by one more.
Makes the score Colts 52, Raiders 27.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for, but it's going to be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
It's caught by Aguilar. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now Carr again. Completes it to Aguilar. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up near the 44. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you haven't been taught.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. is 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now on 1st down. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Carr Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mack. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run on first down. It's Mack. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
I think you took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
The tackle made by
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A man coming off back-to-back 2,000-yard seasons. Here's Jonathan Taylor with it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And this offense is running away with this one. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Looking outside, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Throwing on first down is Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
They'll run here with Mack. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. Down to the
25.
Naheem Hines, the
Brandon,
ball
all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it's third down.
180. Hey, 180. Hey, here we go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.